All right, good morning. It is Sunday morning. Turn your volume up because, yes, I'm talking low. This is another one. I'm excited. I'm excited about this. It doesn't mean we're going to the bank tomorrow, but this is definitely something we have not seen since 2018 or 2019. So, this is just going to be a short lift your spirits before you go off to church or whatever it is you do Sunday morning, because there's also other articles that are good, but I'm going to do a full, post later in the day because they're seeping these articles out one by one. So, and then plus I'm basically whispering, right? And I know you guys hate that. But this is one you will want to share. You will want to share this because it's talking about distributing oil revenues to Iraqis. Look, I've already done this blog right here. Notice usually right here it says preview. So this is a full on blog. I already did one. I posted to Twitter, but and some people, even though I'm gonna read this, some people are still not gonna understand it. So here is an audio that it says I made, but AI is so amazing. I just can't even tell you. There's this thing called Notebook LM. You put information in, and then it has these two people talking like it's not me, it's not my voice. I didn't do it. I just put the words in, put the text in, and you have to listen. So it's just an audio. It's just MP3 because I didn't know how to make a video, whatever. So there's the four-legged roommate, but she's up. But there's still some people asleep. Well, maybe not now, but anyway, okay. So distributing oil revenues to Iraqis. I know, yes, it says economic collapse inevitable within 2 years, but come on now, we know better. All right, and okay, I'll be deleting that. Controversy is escalating in Iraq over lawsuits filed by citizens demanding their share of oil revenues. Now remember, those who remember, they were given full details. They were told 2018 they were going to get a debit card just for their oil revenues. There was 4 accounts. It was coming out in the next year. All the details were out. We knew for sure that meant the RV was happening, but that January came around and nothing happened. We're still here waiting. So now the person talking about this is, I believe, Nabil Marsumi. And yeah, Nabil Marsumi, he's the one that's been designated a pessimist, right? In Iraq, the Iraqi press deemed him the pessimist. So, an expert has warned of the disastrous economic consequences of such demands, asserting that direct distribution of oil revenues would lead to the collapse of the Iraqi economy within just 1 year. But so they already know about 90 billion. That's 1 year. 90 billion for 2024, and then non-oil revenue was 13 billion, but I don't know why they're even mentioning that because I don't think the people get a portion of that. They're promised in the Constitution a percentage, I guess, of the, oh my gosh, a percentage of the oil revenues. All right. So he emphasized that demands to distribute oil revenues to citizens ignore economic realities. Allocating all oil revenues would deplete the central bank's cash reserve, forcing the government to resort to deficit financing or printing money to pay employee and pensioner salaries and Social Security, all the things they have to regularly pay already, right? That comes to about $70 billion annually, in addition to operating and investment expenses, which are no less than $30 billion annually. So here, Marsumi added that this approach would lead to rampant inflation and a collapse in the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar after its flotation. Thus plunging the country into a stifling economic crisis within just 1 year. But he says, however, if half of the oil revenues were distributed, the collapse would occur within 2 years. Within 2 years, according to Marsumi, who concluded with a sarcastic question, isn't this enough fooling around? So here it says, Article 111 of the Constitution says that they get, oh my gosh, see, it's busy. It's a busy news day. The oil and gas are the property of all the Iraqi people in all regions and governance. Legal experts believe these lawsuits involve complex details, noting that national wealth is managed for the benefit of citizens through public services rather than direct cash distribution, a fact confirmed by previous economic experiences in other countries. So I guess like the other oil countries, right, that pay their people stipends, dividends. Well, look, even Alaska. The people in Alaska, they get annual check for oil. So it can be done without crashing the country. On the other hand, some citizens believe that these demands reflect a general dissatisfaction with the performance of successive Iraqi governments in managing wealth, and some have threatened to join the lawsuits if they achieve any positive results. When have you read an article like that? If ever, it's been a long time. This tells me we're close. This tells me we're on the June timeline. But the people are putting pressure. They know they're owed things. They know they should be living better. And now they're going to court. All right. So enjoy the rest of your day. Like I said, I'll do a full-on blog post with the other good articles that are out this evening, later in the evening. But share, share, share. Oh, and of course I have to say, accumulate while we wait for the rate to appreciate. Don't miss any meals and pay all your bills. And thank you, and until next time.